Wow, what a game. Manchester United 4, Wolves 3. An absolutely riveting game with goals, penalties, superstars, STARBOYs, all you could ask for. And, Manchester United can never just play a normal game. There always has to be some drama, there always has to be some intrigue, and we're going to get into all of that right now. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Make sure to hit that like button, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate you tuning in, and just any support that you could show me and show the channel really just helps me grow and helps me keep making these videos for you guys. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Welcome back to another episode of the State of United. You know the deal here. We're just going to run through everything relevant to United, and right now the most relevant thing is that Wolves game, and we're gonna break down everything. There was a lot of stuff coming in, there was a lot of distractions going on before the game, but we have a lot of stuff to talk about. I kind of have a little rundown for you guys here. So we're going to talk about the starting 11, we're going to talk about Marcus Rashford during the game, before the game, everything that happened there. We're going to talk about Erik ten Hag's little kind of nifty tactical tweaks and how that changed the game and changed our setup and resulted in a lot better football. And we're going to talk about the inevitable second half collapse from United that happens pretty much every game nowadays. And we're going to finish up talking about what I'm pretty sure everyone wants to talk about and wants to hear me talk about, Kobbie Mainoo. Let's get into it right now. Now, this is the starting 11 that Manchester United went with, and you could argue that this is probably our strongest 11, and the first time we've been able to play our strongest 11 since maybe Tottenham early in the season before Luke Shaw got hurt. And you could argue if Mason Mount should be in there or not, but he's still injured. But with all the injuries and everything that was going on, it's taken a while for the squad to get back to full fitness, but we finally have Lisandro Martinez, who is immense. We have that partnership, him and Varane. We have Diogo Dalot and Luke Shaw, the #1 full-back partnership. We have Casemiro and our new star boy, Kobbie Mainoo, together. We haven't seen them play together since Casemiro unfortunately injured Kobbie Mainoo accidentally, of course, against Real Madrid in preseason. And then we have the front three that's been our best front three this season. Alejandro Garnacho on the right, Marcus Rashford on the left, and Rasmus Højlund up top, and of course Bruno in the center. But as I said, Marcus Rashford on the left. Now, there was a lot of doubts as to if Marcus Rashford was going to be playing in this game, and if he was going to be in the squad, if he was going to be in the lineup, what happened, because there was rumors earlier this week, or I guess confirmed rumors, that he went out one night in Belfast during a night off for the team, or day off for the team, and he went up to visit a friend, and they went out, and he reported ill to training next day. Now, this was a touchy subject. It got, as everything Marcus Rashford does, just gets a lot of publicity. The Sun did a whole hit piece on him where they interviewed the girl that he supposedly went out with and whatnot, and it just got blown crazily out of proportion. But apparently after that, he reported ill. So basically, you can infer there that he was hungover and went straight to Ten Hag, accepted his disciplinary action, took responsibility for his actions, and Ten Hag started him. It's crazy what can happen when you just I guess take responsibility for your actions, apologize, and move on, and most importantly move on the pitch and respond on the pitch. A certain guy in Germany might be able to take some notes there, but he responded quite immediately 5 minutes in. Beautiful link-up play, beautiful football. Ball is sprayed out wide. I can't remember who exactly hit the pass to Garnacho. Dalot overlapped. Garnacho made a nice run to clear up some space. Bruno dummy. Højlund, nice little touch. Layoff to Rashford, side netting 5 minutes in. You could tell that Rashford wanted to do some sort of controversial celebration there, but he just could not. He just had to hold back. I don't think he even did any celebration. He was just, I think he was just blank face sort of thing. But you could tell he wanted to either do this or something along those lines. But I'm glad he held back. But that's how you respond to criticism. That's how you respond to haters. That's how you respond to reporters coming at your neck in the media and whatnot. You respond on the pitch. And for that first half in particular, Rashford was brilliant. Obviously gets the goal from right away. He was tracking back. He just looked very sharp. Usually with Rashford, you could tell within the first 10 minutes if he's locked in or not. And I think having Luke Shaw back as well really helped him. We saw for the second goal, Højlund gets in the Rashford and Shaw link up. Shaw overlaps. Rashford plays a beautifully weighted pass, and Rasmus Højlund is another guy I wanted to talk about because I can actually go back. These two guys right here, they're forming a very, very nice connection. Very nice connection. You can tell by the way they celebrate together, by the way they assist each other. They're always looking for each other. It's a very nice connection that's forming, and I'm definitely seeing the vision. But I think Rashford having Luke Shaw gave him the ability to go to the byline if Luke Shaw didn't overlap, and then if he did overlap, he could either play him, or that opens up the space inside because the left back in the opposing wing, if he's not tracking Shaw, then the opposing right back, has to maybe think about Shaw, and that opens up space for Rashford to cut in. So I thought Rashford had a very, very, very good game. What's next on the docket? We have Erik ten Hag's tactical setup. What did he tweak? Because there was definitely some tweaks in this game that really, really helped kind of build a better foundation, build a better structure, just really enhance the football that we were playing. I want to show you guys this. We've been seeing for a majority of the season the 3-1-6, right? And it's been basically Kobbie Mainoo has played there. We've seen Scott McTominay. We've seen Christian Eriksen in that kind of one role. We've seen Sofiane Amrabat as well. Just asked to do so much in that 3-1-6. And with Casemiro back and with Mainoo here, we finally saw the kind of build-up structure, and with Shaw back as well, we saw the build-up structure that worked a lot last season, and that's the 3-2. And it's a very fluid 3-2. What you see here with Diogo Dalot inverting into midfield, which he did extremely well. He's putting together, I think, a really underrated season, Diogo Dalot. Casemiro right beside him, and then you have Varane, Martinez, and then Luke Shaw forming that 3. But it was also very fluid because you could also there was a point in the game where Casemiro was left center back, Varane was right almost in a 2 with Mainoo. Diogo Dalot was right back, and Lisandro Martinez was central center back. There was another point where Bruno was dropping deeper. It's a very fluid system for Erik ten Hag, and I think this is it's an important thing because it's also kind of a criticism, which is he needs specific players to execute his principles, but when he has those specific players healthy and available, it does work. And I think it really showed in this game in particular how much that does work. So it was a nice little tweak from Erik ten Hag, I would say. And that first half was brilliant. It was 2-0. We should have scored more. 2 offside goals. Bruno was wasteful with a few chances, but in the first half, you're thinking this might be a comfortable win finally for Manchester United. Finally, we might get a comfortable win, but I think I texted in a few group chats, the inevitable collapse is coming. We're going to be tied at some point in this game. We're going to be like, how the hell did we get here? And we came out in the second half decent. We had a nice move. Bruno always takes his shots first time. In that first move in the second half, he just decided to take a touch for God knows why. I'm not really sure, but wasteful again. And then this moment comes. The penalty. Casemiro sticks a leg out. Was it soft? Absolutely. Softest penalty, but you cannot give the referee a chance to make that call. And, once he calls that, it's not going to get overturned. There's not enough. It was a clear dive, but there's just not enough evidence to overturn that, especially with VAR now. And it was the same referee that called the Chelsea game yesterday and didn't give the Badia Shield penalty, or he gave the Badia Shield penalty but didn't give the Van Dijk penalty against Gallagher, I think it was. So it was just doomed from the start, and as soon as we give up that goal, we just start playing haphazard football. We can't put our foot on the ball. We can't take the sting out of the game. We just get the crowd more and more into it. We keep giving the ball away. It's the same thing with this United team. We just cannot see the game out. I think it's a combination of a lot of things, right? It's the lack of technical footballers in the team. When you have Casemiro kind of just spraying passes, and then you have just the mental fragility and the need to go forward all the time, and Bruno taking risks. You don't need to take risks at that point. Put your foot on the ball. It's okay. Let's calm down. Let's take the sting out of the game. But it just didn't happen, and it seemed like with Scott McTominay's header, This guy's inevitable, man. As soon as he's coming on, I'm going, oh no, and then 2 minutes later he scores. But you just can't write him off. I don't know why, but it seemed like we had done enough. And then 12 minutes later, I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. Wait, let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. 9 in their attacking half. Look at the clock. 94-15. We're up 3-2. Why are we even pressing? And then, you know what that turns into? I'll show you a short story. From that to this. Look at how many players are bypassed when Anthony loses the ball right here. We have Johnny Evans, Luke Shaw, Mainoo, Varane. We have 4 players in front of the ball still. It just doesn't even make sense. And then all of a sudden, we're caught out. Nori, or I don't know exactly who that is carrying the ball. Might have been Sarabia. Plays it to Neto, and all of a sudden, it's 3-3. And I can't, I cursed to high heavens. I could not believe we had done it again. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely just stupid. Stupid football, stupid decisions. And, you know, all hope seemed lost. But you know what they say, cometh the hour, cometh the man, and the man is Kobbie Mainoo. This guy, I mean, what more can you really say at this point with this guy? I mean, 18 years of age, to pick the ball up where he picked it up from, almost 30 yards out, past one, megs another, slots it into the corner, and the celebration is just like he's been there before. Like he's a seasoned veteran. This guy is absolutely incredible. I cannot say enough about him. And it's just, the sky's the limit. Carrington, you've done it again. You've done it again. Thank you so much. Every time Manchester United is in the mud, you just come up with another product. And this, when you talk about the profile of Kobbie Mainoo, this is the rarest profile you can find in football, in the most useful position you can find in football. A drop the shoulder 6'8" hybrid, cool as you can be. He's a Thiago Alcantara regen with more athleticism and hopefully more durability than Thiago. But I mean, that's got to be a dream come true for him. He said it in the post-match interview, 96th, 97th minute, I think, to do what he did. I mean, that is a world-class goal. And I think from now on, like, I think a lot of people in the football world, football discourse, especially Twitter, kind of chalked up the Kobbie Mainoo hype to, you know, Manchester United fans just being Manchester United fans. But I think he put the world on notice with that goal. I think the world finally knows what us Manchester United fans have known for a long time, and that this kid is going straight to the top. Straight to the top. And that capped off in just an insane game. Absolute roller coaster of emotions. Kind of final thoughts, I guess. This was the football that we played was 1,000 times better than we've played the entire season. And so I'm happy about that. I'm happy that players are coming back. But still, the mental fragility and the unable to finish our dinner in terms of we had so many more chances to just kill the game off so much earlier. There's still some problems. There's not all is fixed, and what we really need to see is consistency. We need to see that same football again and again and again in these next couple games, and I hope we can see it. I really do. But I guess, yeah, going forward, I'm just happy Kobbie Mainoo's on my team, and that's all I have to say. I'm just happy Kobbie Mainoo's on my team, and honestly, it was worth it. Blowing the lead, all of it, it was worth it for Kobbie to have that moment, and so I'm very happy that he had that moment. But really appreciate you guys tuning in. I know this was kind of a different style video. I tried to incorporate some new tech. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this the kind of style of video that you enjoy? Kind of a new background too. I moved into a new place, so let me know if you guys are vibing with this style of video or not. But really appreciate you guys tuning in. Until the next one, peace.